Are you new to paper crafting, or would you just like to make some cards quickly and economically? You can buy a kit that will now allow you to make 9 of these cards, 3 of each of those, in this wonderful new kit called Notes of Chia card kit. This card goes on sale on the 1st of June, along with 9 other kits. 4 of them you don't have stamp sets in them, and the other 6 have stamp sets in them. So for this particular one, let's have a look and see what we get in the pack. So we're going to get 9 card bases. I'm going to get 3 of the butterflies, 3 of the rainbows, and 3 of the plain white ones. And then we're going to get some envelopes. There'll be 3 pink ones on pink liners, 2 with the green butterflies, and 2 with blue stripes. And then we're going to get our die cut sentiments. So this one says, "You're on my mind and in my heart. I am here for you today and always. You make life brighter," and a little note of cheer. If you've got friends overseas, you can send them to them. We've got English, French, German and Dutch words there for you. Then we've also got these little die cut pieces to go on the cards, and die cut butterflies. And then we've got some glue dots, some dimensionals and some sequins. And it all comes together in this little box, cute little box, which you can then keep your cards in or use for another purpose. Okay, so let's quickly make up one of each of these cards so that you can see how easy it is to make. I'll just pop these up here. So you'll get a set of instructions that shows that you're going to make 3 of each of those cards. And then there'll be instructions for each of them. So if we start on this side, it'll be easier. So this tells you what's in your box. And this one tells you what you're going to need for each card. So your first card, which is this one, you're going to have your die cut. The little black ones are your glue dots. The hexagonal ones are your dimensionals. And then these dots here are your sequins. So that is the bits for each of the cards. So if we then go inside and start off with card 1. So we are going to need one of the rainbow bases and butterfly die cuts. And you are on my mind for the sentiment. So we'll just take one of these sentiments out. We can just poke out these little bits at the end here. You can just use a pencil, anything you've got on hand. We'll just take those little bits out. Do that before we start. Okay, so we're going to fold our card base. Just give it a good run along with your thumb, or if you do happen to have a bone folder, you can just use that. Then you can see on the die cut we've got 4 of the dimensionals. So the dimensionals are just 3 3D pieces. So we're going that way. So we're going to put one of these in each corner, and these are just double-sided. So they've got a little backing paper over them. Let's take off the backing paper. And then we're just going to pop this centre on our card. Now remember that these are handmade cards, so you don't have to have it exact. Remember, It's your own personal preference as to how you're doing it. Now we're going to get the sentiment, which I have managed to, oh, there he is, upside down, and he's got 2 of the dimensionals on it. And we're just going to pop that somewhere around there. And then we've got some of these sequins. So you can basically place them wherever you want on the card. There's some big ones and then there's some smaller ones. And of course they're adhesive backed, so they can just pop on like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 5 there. So here we go, 1 card already finished. We'll go to our second one, which is our butterfly card. So I'll get one of our butterfly bases. Let's fold that in half. And then we're just going to get our sentiment. You make life brighter. So we're just going to pop that out of there. Just need to line that up. Okay, so on the back of that, again, we're going to have 4 dimensionals, and you see they're not going to be close to the end because this is going to hang over the card. Now don't worry about the hanging over the card bit. I'll show you in a moment how easily it's going to fit in the envelope. Okay, so we're just going to pop that about there. And then that's got some dimensionals, some sequins on it. I'm stuck under your fingernails. Just give them a bit of a press to help them stick in place. Okay, our second card finished. And for our third card, we're going to need one of the plain white card bases. And where the dint is, that's where you're going to fold, because that's where the fibres have been broken for you. Now we're going to need one of these pretty coloured die cuts, and you can see it's got 4 little black dots, which are the little glue dots. Now I'm just going to use a pair of tweezers, but you could use anything you like to pop them on. If you keep the top on, that just stops your finger getting stuck on it while you're putting it all together. And then once you've got them on like that, then you can just flick off those covers. Get your card base. Pop that in the middle there. Just give it a press down and get our little note of cheer. And we're also going to want one of these. I'm here for you today and always. So we're going to get the big one and we're going to put 3 dimensionals on the back of that. Peel off the backing. And pop that on the card. And then on the little piece, we're using the glue dots again. So you don't need to have any prior supplies to make this. You don't need any stamps, any ink pads. You just need the kit, which is $21. And for that, you'll get everything in there to make 9 cards. Now I'm just going to use my tweezers to help me line this up under here. It's a little bit fiddly for my fat fingers. Okay, 3 cards made. So that's how easy the non-stamping kits are. So again, let's go back to the beginning of the instructions. Notes of Cheer card kit. You can find it in my online store. Go to my blog lavenderthoughts.com and follow the tabs to get to my online shop, and you can get yours there. If you have any questions, come back to me and I'll be happy to help you. Happy stamping.